And we are live.
All righty. Good morning.
Good morning. And welcome to another episode of Marketing in a Natural Way. I'm Martin Danzer. And
I'm Mel Martin. How are you guys?
There we are. Yep. So, good morning, everybody. What another beautiful day to be up and living. I love it. Today, we are going to talk about all the different channels in social media and why it's important to have them, but also how to take advantage of using them to the best of your ability. Just some pretty neat stuff. So what is a channel? A channel is any of the social media sites. YouTube is a channel. Facebook is a channel. Twitter is a channel. Instagram is a channel. All those different places, you know, and among with all the others, Dig and Tumblr and Stumble Upon and Vine, and you know, there's hundreds of different channels that people use. Snapchat's a channel. And why is it important? Well, it's important to build your social media footprint. And by utilizing and sending your prospects from one channel to another, you build your social media footprint. It also gives people a chance to see you in a different platform and see how busy you are and how consistent you are. And that's a really important part of socially being connected, you know, where people can find you. And primarily what we're going to share today is how to use it to your best advantage. Last week, Saturday, we talked about how you can, with Instagram, you can use up to you can attach up to 6 different channels. So every time you make one post, it goes to those 6 channels. It's a little bit different this time. What you want to do is you want to have the URLs, meaning the barcode at the top in your whatever you call it up there, up in your search bar. You want the URL, and you want to have those for each of your social media sites. And what you want to do is, as you post during the day, you want to put either your YouTube channel into your post, or Snapchat or Twitter or Instagram. And each time you post, you're sending people to a different channel where they can check you out. And it really builds confidence. It shows leadership. It shows consistency. It shows people that you're in more than one place. And it also increases your social media footprint. And so the algorithms of the internet will start giving you more newsfeed time, or you'll be easier to find with other people. So what I like to do on a daily basis, and I consider this as important as your blog or writing your list, is if you don't already have a Facebook fan page, I recommend setting one up, or the business page, and set it up around whatever your product is, whatever your service is. And then what I would do is I would post on it every single day. So I'm going to jump over and do a little screen share with you guys and see if I'm where I'm supposed to be. I have to put my shades on because I can actually see with these on. So it's not that I'm trying to be cool, but I can actually see. Screen share. There we go. Oh, entire screen, yes. That would be the one I want. Let me know if you can see my screen, Mel.
Yes, I can.
There we go. What do you know? I'm gonna jump over here, shoot that down. And as you can see, here's my fan page. This is my Facebook business page right here. And there's posts going on here almost every day, various things that happening. But here's the post from the Hangout, from what we're doing here in our webinar. And I posted it yesterday. And as you can see, there's this link. Here's the link to the webinar, right? So what I've been doing is I take this and I share it over to social media. And pick a group. And what I'll do is I'll say, hey, I'll do that. Then, and I, of course, here I'm saying let's have all our links ready, but it's super simple to find. The link I need is right here. Well, what we'll do is we'll go like this. Social media, YouTube, and there's my YouTube channel. And so I'll grab this link up here, go back over here, join us, there we go. And then something like check out our other at YouTube, and that's me. Normally what I would do is I'd probably take that shortener and use that because it's more attractive, but for the purpose of showing you guys right now, that's what we'll do. So we're saying come on down and share. So what I'm going to do is share it to a group. And I recommend doing this, this is another one of those things we talked about on Saturday about how when you have downtime during the day or when you're on your break or, say you're sitting in traffic, you got nothing to do, I'm not saying don't text and drive. I'm not saying that. I'm just, when you have extra time during the day, share. When you share from your fan page to different groups and not just making one single post, and everybody in that group, hey, come check out my business page, my fan page. You're having the opportunity to send them to YouTube. You have a chance to say, hey, come down to our live webinar right now. And then by clicking, they can click on the link to the Hangout. They can click on the link to, which is the link to the Hangout is down here. Or they come find you on your fan page, and then they can scroll through everything you're doing. And so it's a group. I'll just put MLM, right? So here's a group. Just posted that. Boom. There we go. So it's that simple to share. It's that simple to do it. Even if, you don't have your links available, you share it again. Share to another group. Right? Come on down. There. Simple as that. Pick a group. I like this one. This is one of my favorite groups here. There's, 60, 80,000 people in it. Boom. There we go. By doing that, I now just marketed to 100,000 people in a couple of minutes. So that's what I highly recommend today for folks. Let's go back over here and stop screen share. And we're back. So when that's a real basic. This is like sharing to.
Hey, Martin, I lost you. There you are.
Wild. I know I have a ghost in the house here. All sorts of different things happen at different times. And so, anyways, folks, the chat is on. You're welcome to chat away or say hello and let us know you're on and who you are and whatnot. If you have any questions, be more than happy to answer them. So, an example of when you're, if you look at the internet as if it was the ocean, and the ocean is full of fish, all sorts of different types of fish, and the ocean is huge. It's the same as online social media. You have billions of people on in all different parts of the world using all sorts of different platforms. So when you're heading out to the ocean to go fish because you want to catch fish. What type of fish do you want to catch? Where do you want to fish for? What are you guys using for bait? What do I use for bait? You don't just get in your boat and drive to the middle of the ocean and throw your line in and sit around and wait for something to come to you. So when you purposely go out online and you share a post to a group like that, you're sharing it to a targeted amount of people. It's not a laser targeted. There are some other tricks we'll teach down the road here on how to laser focus into exactly the niche you're looking for. But this is just kind of a general idea of how to perceive what's happening out here online. So you imagine yourself you going out on maybe you're going out on a fishing boat with a bunch of other people. Maybe you're taking your teammates with you. So your odds are better because you got more lines in the water. But actually your odds aren't so good because you're just out in the middle of the ocean, So if you imagine you pick the area that you're going to fish, the style, the type of fish you're after. So for example, I'm going out into the ocean and I'm going to target Chinook salmon. Well, I know the Chinook salmon run up the coast by Alaska and then come down the western part of the United States. And I know that they do it in June. Cool. I've narrowed my field. Now I know that the fish are coming down, so I'm going to be out there fishing when they're coming by. It's the same thing with working your home business. You want to learn your target market, when they're active and when they're not. So when you put your offer out there, which is your bait, you put your offer out there. So when you put it out there, that's like a cast. And on what's on the end line with your hook, that's your bait. So when a prospect, somebody comes through and they see what you have to offer, and say you only have it on Facebook, say you don't have a fan page and it's just a personal page, and you don't have YouTube and you don't have Instagram and you don't have Twitter or any of the other channels, you have one hook in the water. You have one opportunity for that fish to just see your bait your offer in this mass area water. So if you have, I use on a regular basis, I use Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. And I have several other channels attached to my blog. So every time I write a blog or reshare an old blog, I share it to Google Plus, I share it to Tumblr, I share it to Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, Facebook. And that's like adding another hook onto the same line. So it increases your odds that the fish are going to find you. The people are going to find you. And it's very important to keep this kind of in perspective and know that, you know, if you're sitting out in the middle of the ocean, and literally, if you're in one boat, you're by yourself, and each boat is a channel, say, you got one hook in the water, your odds aren't as good that people are going to find you, that the fish are going to find you. Your odds are a lot better if you post, just like we talked about last week, if we post on multiple channels, but we post multiple times a day. We post in the morning, we post at breakfast. You know, you could watch TV, you could watch the news that is a bunch of malarkey, or you could sit down with your phone and write a little post and share it all over social media. And then you go to work, you get a break at 10, 15 minute break in the morning. Once again, like we showed you last week, you can post very quickly, 5-10 groups, many different times a day. But what's cool about what we're talking about today is by going to your fan page and sharing from your fan page, you're not just posting once about one thing. You're posting once, but you're directing all those people to come back and check you out on your fan page. And then you have all the other information that you've put on your fan page over the course of the time that you've had it, and they can check you out. They can go to your About section. They can see who you are, which is another really great place to put all your links in your About section on your fan page, and the same on your personal profile, Facebook, and have them be consistent so people can go in and they can learn about you. And you can have all your links to all the other channels on there as well. So people have access to you anytime they want. They can find you, they can find out who you are. And, most people, it's rare that fish comes by and goes, bam, I want to take it the first time. More often than not, what happens is the people will see it and they'll check you out, and then they'll kind of watch you. And if they resonate with you and they like what you're doing, they'll reach out. It's kind of how it is. But if you only have a very small window and you're out in this huge body of water, you can see how your odds are not as good than if you have your different channels and you post on them regularly. And the trick that I learned is really cool. If you send people from one channel to another on a regular basis, it's presenting your offer. It's like taking another cast and casting it into a new pond with the same type of fish. And through trial and error, you figure out what the right bait is, which is how you present your offer, what is it you're going to share and how you're going to share it. And when you start catching fish, it works. But if you throw your offers out into all the different channels and you don't see people coming, you don't see different people responding, then you need to change baits. You need to change the way that you're presenting yourself with whatever your offer is. And that's an awesome thing. You got to keep in mind that when you fail forward. You fail by doing. It's important to fail. You want to fail because then you figure out what works. It's the fastest and best way to do it. So the best advice I can give you with these social channels is just do it. Doesn't matter what you write. Don't have to worry about if it's right or wrong, because you're actually out there trying. Excuse me, trying is not the word I use. You're actually doing it. And by doing it, you see what works and what doesn't. And that's as simple as that is. And what you'll find with all these different channels is you'll find that you're putting your offer in front of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of more people, which in turn is the whole point of us trying to cancel that. Trying, not a good word. Trying means you're not actually doing it. Doing means you're doing it. So you're putting your content out to more people in more places, and you're sharing it around social media, so it provides the opportunity for your prospects and your leads to find you in more places and learn about who you are. Pretty cool stuff. So that is my rant for that this morning. I think now we'll bring out Mel Martin to share his wisdom with us.
Good morning, everybody. How's it going? How's it going? Thank you so much for joining us. And that was very valuable information there, Martin. So anyway, guys, one of the things that we really need to look at, as Martin mentioned earlier about connecting to social media, one of the very first things you need to do is definitely connect with yourself before you can market yourself out there. I think we all really are looking for the how, we're looking for the process. And in doing so, sometimes when you're looking for that process, it's hard. It's a hard journey. It's never a sprint, it's a marathon. So you get in this thing, you think you find a process, you get moving on it, and then you stumble and you fall. Well, sometimes if you don't really take a step back for a second and look at exactly what it is that you're representing, it can make it tougher on you. So the one glaring thing that I think over the last 30 years as a coach that has really been true to hold is being original, being authentic. And in order to be authentic and in order to be original, you must totally embrace who you are. I recently learned a term called flawsome lately, which is awesome and being flawed together, embracing your flaws and knowing that you're awesome. So having said that, I had a conversation recently with a dear friend of mine, Dr. Michael Potter, and we were talking about, being original and being authentic and embracing your originality. And it's just one of those things that you really need to take a look at deep within yourself, find out who you are, and be a horrible liar. Because when you're a horrible liar, you're being authentic. And it's not about selling what you know, it's about giving what you know and adding value to other people. So all that really, really starts with what you envision about yourself. Last week I talked about, have you seen the best version of yourself? And we all look in the mirror, we all reflect, we all have self-doubts and stuff like that. But have you really seen the best version of yourself? So for example, if you're involved in a product or a service or anything like that leads to some dreams and aspirations that you want to achieve in the future, have you seen what that looks like? Maybe it's you ending up on stage somewhere and talking to hundreds of thousands of people and influencing them. Maybe being in a position in your company where you're promoted, or whatever the case may be, being about the best representative of the cause that you're in, influencing millions of people to heal others and cancer research, whatever the case may be it tangible or intangible. Have you seen that? Have you imagined it? You must do that on a regular basis, and you must do it so vividly that you feel it. If you don't feel that, then it's going to be very, very hard to get up and be emotionally charged every morning through thick and thin, through joy and pain, to keep moving forward. Martin mentioned earlier about failing, and if you're going to fail forward. Absolutely fail forward. At some point every day, I probably do fail forward, because you have this laid out plan of how you want to win every day. At least for me, you constantly, I've conditioned myself to want to win at everything that I do. Well, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't win every day at everything, but I find a way to win at something. At the end of the day, I look back and I think to myself, God, today was a fantastic day. And, because there's something about it that worked really well. at the least I added value to somebody. I made somebody either feel better or did something for them to move their day forward a little bit more, or whatever the case may be. It could be very small, it could be very big, but there's a certain act of kindness or a certain act of positivity that you did for a particular individual or group, and you just made their situation better, and that all kind of returns back to you. So anyway, being authentic, being original is very, very important. Another thing is really taking good care of yourself, right? You must take good care of yourself. As a strength and conditioning coach for many years, you know, it's funny that I've seen, one of the funniest things I've seen is that I've worked with so many successful people at a very, very high level. And there's a cost to success. There really, really is. And usually the first price you pay that a person pays when they're very successful is their health. Absolutely take care of your health. You must do that. You know, find a way to get some sort of exercise program going. The cheapest exercise program is walking. You don't have to join a gym. You don't have to, you know, do CrossFit. If that's your thing, great. That's awesome. But do something. Do something that you're going to enjoy. Do something you're going to do at least 3 hours a week. I'll even give you twice a week. I mean, you know, there's a formula that I kind of came up with after all these years. And it's, you know, twice a week. Give me 2 days a week, 2 hours, 2 measly little hours a week. Okay. And out of the week, out of 52 weeks, I'm going to give you 4 weeks off in a year. In 4 weeks, that means I'm going to give you 2 weeks off for being sick, a week off for a vacation, or maybe 2 weeks off for a vacation, whatever, however way you want to use it. So that means in every quarter, you're going to get a week off. Now, that leaves you with 48 weeks left in a year. At twice a week, that's 96 workouts. That's 96 exercise sessions, 96 walks, 96 yoga sessions, you know, 48 weight training sessions, 48 bike rides, whatever, however you combine it. You can't tell me that after 96 workouts, you won't improve from the first day you did that. It's virtually impossible. Even with minimal nutritional changes, it's impossible. So just get moving, take a good look at where you're at, fail forward towards success by constantly moving forward. Have exercise as a part of your life, as part of your personal growth plan. You know, sharpen your mind by listening to audiobooks while you're driving in the car, or pick up a book if you're a reader. I like audiobooks because I'm on the road a lot. I go from client to client and I've got 20, 30, 40 minutes, pop it in, get to listen to either Joel Osteen or Tom Venuto, or John Maxwell, whatever, you know, could be nonfiction, anything that stimulates your mind and anything that helps you learn something new. So your personal growth plan is very, very important. Have all that going on so that you're enriching your mind, feeding your soul, taking care and honoring your body, and all the processes that you go through to succeed are going to be not so much effortless, but you'll definitely build confidence day in and day out, because we're all greater than some of all our parts. You don't just want to be your process. You don't want to just be all about succeeding in business and making $1 million. Well, let's look at it that way. If you treat your business like $1 million, you'll make $1 million. If you don't, you won't, right? If you treat your health like $1 million, you're going to feel like $1 million. And if you don't, you won't. Very, very simple. All right. So envision what is the best version of yourself every day, and take a risk. You know, don't be afraid to use your imagination. I mean, if time, money, effort, and resources were not a factor and you can snap your fingers right now, where are you? Who are you right now? Not the future, but now. Can you imagine yourself being that really high level successful person that you're working so hard to be right now? Did you know that your mind cannot discern between now and the future? It's the same. So you might as well use your imagination, create the Oscar-winning movie role of yourself and see it every day. Have that so charged in your mind that the mere thought of it lifts you up. Because when you're lifting yourself up, you will have the ability to lift others up authentically, and you will not be fake. You'll be a horrible liar, which is what your goal should be, because you'll be original, you'll be authentic, you'll be influential, and people want to be led. People want to be given permission what to do, and they want to be told what to do by people who are confident and inspiring. So be that person. Inspire yourself. Find some way to do it. Take care of yourself. Work out twice a week. Eat better. Simple stuff. Win every day with a little thing every day, and fail forward towards success. Thank you, Michael Potter, for that little plug. And that's really, really worth it, because you're worth it, right? So anyway, that's what I got there, Martin. Back to you.
And I am here. Hello. Wow, this hair is really something today. We got both sides. Talk about the odd couple, right?
What'd you get in the fight with there?
Oh, I had some crazy dreams last night. It was just weird. I've had crazy dreams for, I don't know, the last couple of weeks. Just, I don't know where they're coming from. Must be all the sunshine and whatnot. Anyways, that's great information, Mel. It's how we approach our business is, I use a lot of fishing references because I think it really ties together. It's a very natural state um, to understand how it all works. But it's when I head out to a river or a pond to go fishing, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm full of anticipation. And I'm not just going to sit on the bank and throw my worm out there and wait. I'm excited. I'm looking for fish. I'm excited. I want to hike. I want to study the water. I want to know what I'm doing. I want to go catch fish. I'm not going fishing. I'm going catching. That state of mind that I have before I even leave the house is putting that out into the universe, that energy out to the universe. As I'm driving up to the river or the pond or the lake or wherever I'm going, I'm thinking, okay, where are the fish going to be? I know they were here a couple of days ago. They were hanging out over here, but the sun was this way and it was a little windy and there weren't many bugs coming off the water. So, I didn't see as many fins and tails, but so today the conditions are different. So what am I going to see when I get there? And it's the same thing when you're marketing your business. Your mindset, what's going on up here, your anticipation for what you're doing can really make all the difference in when you go to present your bait, when you go to present whatever it is you have to offer. You've already thought about it in your mind of how you want to do it, where you want to do it, what you've seen before. Did it work before? Did it not work? What type of bait? Wow, do I want to use red today or purple? Okay, the clouds are out, so I might use some purple and black, but if it's sunny, I might go with something red or orange or brown. So all these little different factors are how you fail forward. So you cast out a certain color. Well, it didn't work on that day, so I'm not going to use it on that day. Well, why didn't it work on that day? What are all the reasons? So all these different things should be going on in your brain before you send your message out there. It's something that's very true. As you type, the energy that goes through your fingers comes out on the other side. So if you feel like, oh gosh, I haven't put a blog post out, or I haven't mailed my list, or oh gosh, I have to put a post out. I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to do this. And you have this sort of panic or uncomfortable feeling inside yourself, and you go to type that, it's going to come out on the other end. And it sounds kind of wacky, but it's true. It really is true. If you sit down excited and motivated and know that you're sending, you're casting out, and the fish are there, they're there. You see the fins and tails, you've seen them come and go, you've been studying what you're doing, and you're excited, and you type that information in, it's going to come across on the other side. And people receive that with a positive excitement. They see you're positive, they see you're excited, they see that you're very much believe in what you have to offer. It attracts them to you. It puts out that energy to the universe, or God, or however you want to look at it, and it attracts people to you. So it's really important to have a positive mental mindset before you go and post your stuff. You don't want to feel like, okay, I'm gonna make another post today. Okay, I guess I have to. Well, but you know, I'd rather scroll on Facebook. I'm just going to scroll and like everybody's pictures. And it's a lot more fun to do that now. I'll make a post later. No big deal. You know, that type of energy you're putting out to the universe, you're saying, okay, this is not that important to me. So why would it be important to everyone else? Huge difference than if you're like, all right, I'm up. I got to go. I can't wait. I'm grabbing my pole. Okay, well, so it's sunny today with just a couple clouds. It's got kind of windy, so it'll be hard to cast. So what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Yeah, I'm going to go do that. I can't wait to get there. I'm so stoked to get there. Yeah, right? That energy you're putting out there, and you're saying, okay, fish, I'm ready. People, I'm ready. Come on. And what I'm going to throw out, you guys are going to love, right? Bring it on back. But it's true. How you perceive yourself is how people receive yourself. And I'll say it again. How you perceive yourself is how people see yourself. So that's really an important thing to remember is who we are, how we represent ourselves, and how we feel about what we're presenting and why we're doing it is key. It's very, very important. So mindset is a very, very, very important part of marketing yourself, marketing your products, and sharing. You want positive stuff coming to your fingertips or your thumbs, as it may be, you know, which most of their typing these days are with their thumb and their cell phone. Here's another little trick that I'll dive into in the future, but this is another really cool trick that I'll be talking a lot about. I'm a landscaper, so I have on the end of my finger here, I'll put it up here. See that split on the end of my finger, right? That hurts when I type. That hurts. And it's harder for me to sit down and type at the end of the day because my hands hurt. I've been moving rocks and my hands in the dirt and carrying things all day. So I got a little trick. On my cell phone, right here, I got a notepad. Right here. I got a notepad right here. Right? I also got this thing called a microphone. And just like right here, and we're talking right now, and it can hear everything we're saying. This is a microphone, and I'm sharing this information on the webinar, and I am going to talk about how when we go fishing to a pond, and we're going to head out positive and excited, and we're going to take orange and red baits today because it's clear, and we can. And they're my favorite. In fact, I'm going to fish the Brad Sprat with a purple Peril as a dropper. It's my favorite combination, and that's what I'm going to do. Thank you very much. Have a great day. So here we are. Now I just wrote 50 words in a couple of seconds. I use this feature for everything. I write my blogs this way. I write my lists this way. I write content this way all day long. So say you're posted in a bunch of groups for 2 or 3 minutes and you're on your break. You know when you get home at night, you got to take care of the kids or the grandkids are coming over, or you got to mow the lawn, or you have to go to the gym, or you have other things in life that you do. You can pull out your phone whenever that thought comes in your brain and record it. And it could be a short little blurb that will remind you to go back and do it later. It could be that you have 15 minutes, you can write 300 or 400 words on something, and it may not come out right because, you know, when you type or you say things in the little machine, you say, you know, duck, and it means something else, you know, so it's that kind of thing. It comes out differently. So you go back and you edit your posts, but your information is all there. So there's no reason for anybody to say, I don't have time to do this and I don't have time to do that. It's all right here. And you just, again, when you talk on your phone, it's an excitement. I'm so excited. I have this great idea today. Or you're like, okay, well, I got to do this. And okay, well, And then I go, well, I'm going to go back to work. You know, it's a whole different thing. It comes out in your message. And I know I go back and I retype it. And I'm like, wow, that's how I was feeling when I did that. So I, correct it if I need to or not. Great feature, great way to create content, capture your things, not forget about cool ideas that you have, and be able to get home and put all your content into social media. So that's another little sidebar trick that we have here today. And like we have been doing on a regular, we like to keep these short and sweet to about 45 minutes. We're approaching that hour. Hope you guys got some value out of what we shared today. All these tools and all these tricks and tips that I've been sharing with you has come directly out of what I've learned through MLSP. And My Lead System Pro has all sorts of trainings and how to market your business. So we have for $10, we got a trial. For 10 days, you can jump in, you can get your feet wet, you can check it out. And so I recommend get back with the person who invited you to this webinar and get your feet wet, because everything I'm sharing with you guys on these webinars is stuff that I learned with My Lead System Pro. And it's by far the most effective and useful platform for marketing any business. Doesn't matter what the business is. It could be an online business. It could be an offline business. It doesn't matter. But what it does is it teaches you how to find your target market and the type of tools and the way that you choose to market yourself and your business. So I get back to the person who invited you here and get your feet wet. Take the 10-day trial. And once you do, then reach out to the person who shared it with you. And like I do, if you jump back with me, and what I'll do is I'll jump on a little hangout, a little private hangout, and we'll go through it together, and we'll show you how quickly and easily this platform can help you build your business. It's pretty neat stuff. So, Mel, do you have any final words?
Yes, I do. Aside from having a fantastic day and wishing everybody the same thing, I want to leave you with a quote from Michael Potter. You must perceive greatness in order to receive greatness. Absolutely. And if you're going to do that, make sure you are authentic. Make sure that you embrace your originality. Be flossum and take good care of yourself. Take care of your mind. Honor your body. Sharpen your mind and feed your soul. Find ways to do it. There are two types of services, right? Tangible and intangible. It doesn't matter which one. You've got to have a great relationship and build relevancy and be impactful and add value to others. But before you do that, you've got to do it to yourself. All right. So an MLSP is a brilliant way to take all that and really showcase that and add value to others around the world, literally. And we can show you how to do that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and next Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's all I got.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Mel, for all the wisdom on today. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. And like Mel said, we'll be back at Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Hope everybody has a fantastic day, and get out there with your enthusiasm and put yourself all out there in the world.
Be inspired, everyone. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Yep.